Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Connect 2021. I'm Jo, and I'll be your host today. So for our first product demo this morning, we're joined live by EcoOnline, who'll be demonstrating their informative and engaging EHS software solution platform, which they say is the most innovative and easy to use solution for chemical, EHSQ management and eTraining. EcoOnline is a leading provider of environmental health, safety and quality software solutions. For over 2 decades, they've been dedicated to making workplaces safer by providing organisations of all sizes with user-friendly EHSQ software that create engagement and operational excellence. Though a comprehensive platform, offers all the modules that a company needs to create a compliant and efficient workplaces. A functionality-rich integrated platform ensures that all clients have real-time decision support and I'll put my teeth back in, and EHS analytics by extracting and analysing intelligent business data. All organisations can drive efficiency while safeguarding their workforce, customers and company reputation. If you've got any questions during the presentation, please put them in the Q&A box because I'll be putting these to Angus Collett and Louise Medwinter after their demo. Now, the guys are live, they're here on Zoom, so I'm going to hand over to them. Good luck, guys.
Thank you, Jo. Good morning, everyone. My name's Louis from EcoOnline. I'm in the business development role, and I've got Angus with me today. And the main purpose of today is really just to give you an understanding of who we are and what we do from a business perspective. Now, I've put together a short agenda. I'm going to take you through a little bit about what we do and give you an overview of the business. And then Angus is going to go with a live demonstration to really show you some of the innovative things about the platform. I'll put my teeth back in now, Jo. As I said, if you've got any questions, feel free to pass them to Jo, and we'll go through those at the end. Just got a short video which Angus is going to show us now, which will just give you a little bit of an understanding of some of the things that we focus on as a business. So I'll get Angus to show that for you now.
Technology is changing our world. Voice-first design, graph databases and wearables mean technology is becoming more accessible and more advanced. Can new technologies help you to build a deeper understanding of your operational and EHS risks? Can they help you to scale this understanding to multiple sites, business units, or even multiple countries around the world? To do exactly that, you need EHS software that is designed with ease of use at its core, so anyone can report incidents, near misses, or any important event, wherever they are. You need software that allows you to drill down into the root cause of incidents, risks, or emissions, so you can spot trends, set corrective actions, and protect employees, contractors, customers, and the public. You need advanced dashboards powered by a graph database that can help you to connect data, build resilience, align strategy to risks, and produce branded reports without compromising on ease of use. Technology is changing our world. You need an EHS solution that is one step ahead. You need AIRSweb Ava.
So usually I would sort of ask, what are your thoughts on that? But today I'll just sort of summarize it up. So hopefully it gives you an understanding of, who we are and some of the things that we find important. Technology is always changing in our world, and it's great to bring the latest technologies into businesses. And from a health and safety perspective, bringing those latest technologies can really enhance and progress things much further and keep things up to date. So to give you an understanding of who we are, EcoOnline is a global market leader in the EHS space. Now, it's not something that we've sort of made up because it sounds cool. It's all to do with independent research consultant called Vedantics. Now, a quick 30 seconds on Vedantics. As I said, they're an independent research consultant. They analyze all the vendors within our space. They only acknowledge a top 23. We sit comfortably within that. And in the green quadrant, we actually sit within a leader in that quadrant. In terms of what we do, we offer an easy to use, highly configurable system that's centered around ease of use and really getting the most out of the outputs you can get out of the system to make better business decisions moving forward. And just as that video said, in terms of technology, we're always investing in technology, just not only in the business, but also in our platform itself, which we like to keep up to date and keep rolling out updates to keep that update on trend. As you can see, there's some facts and figures along the bottom. A couple of things to call out is, we work in a number of different industries, and we've got over 500,000 users of EcoOnline software. So for those of you who did have a sharp eye, you may have noticed in the video it referenced EHSQ Ava, and this is just a slide that shows you how the EcoOnline group comes together as a whole. So I'll give you a quick overview on that. So EcoOnline was a leader in chemical management software. They had a really strong presence within Europe, and they had a vision to be a sort of a one-stop shop for everything health and safety. So they decided to acquire EHSQ, who were the #1 UK EHS software provider, who had a really strong global presence, and they really focused on the innovation and bringing the latest technologies into the market, and were known for having the most technologically advanced platform. They then also started this year acquired Engage. So Engage, really focused on a mobile-friendly user or mobile-focused user-friendly approach, and also had award-winning customer support and service. So bringing all that into the EcoOnline group, you get the benefits of all three previous companies in one, and it just gives you a complete offering. So in terms of some of the common challenges, and again, it'd be great if I could go around the room and ask, what are your common challenges with the EHS? But I've just put a few on a slide today, just to sort of the ones that we come across a lot and think of a lot. So Angus is going to let them all run through, and I'm not going to go through all of these because I know that you can see what's on the slide. But a few things to call out really are sort of ease of use. People want something that's easy to use, not just from someone who's in it every day, maybe looking at investigations, but also people on the ground that are going to be inputting the information. Innovation, is it up to date? Has it got the latest technologies, or is it something that's now dated? People want something that's up to date and is always kept up to date, which is one thing that sets our offering different from a lot of our competitors out there. In terms of frictionless reporting, that's all around, how can we get more information into the system in different ways? We've got a new generation of people coming through all the time, and there are different ways of working. So, how can we utilize things like WhatsApp, voice recognition, and mobile app capabilities to get that information to the system in other ways? And we like to pride ourselves in leading the curve in the innovation wave. We think it's very, very important to keep things up to date and use the latest technologies. So it's something we like to do. And in terms of, everything that I've been through there, our client retention rate is one of the highest in this industry, and it's at sort of 98%, which is something we're really, really proud of. So Angus is really going to focus on a lot of the innovation today. And that's something that we thought was really important to show you. So you will see in our live demonstration the platform itself, but we're going to touch on a lot of the innovation. This is just a slide that shows you some of the things we've previously been working on or are working on that have come to fruition in terms of our innovation. It's something that we like to pride ourselves on, and we want to share that with you today. So what I'll do is I'll hand you over to Angus, and that sounds like I'm in a broadcast or a news studio, but I'll hand you over to Angus, who will take you through a live demonstration of our platform.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Louis. So absolutely, what we'll do today is just focus on a few areas. We don't have too long, so around sort of 15, 20 minutes, just looking at some of the areas that make our platform stand out, hopefully from some of the other ones that you've seen within the market. So in terms of EcoOnline, okay, this is the home screen, as you can see, a nice, modern, easy to use looking interface, okay? One of the things that makes us stand out is we are the new sort of fresh kid on the block, if you like, and we like, our eye-catching image really to stand and stay in your mind. So if we jump into one of the many modules that we are able to offer within the system, let's say incident management, something that all businesses need to, either they have already begun to look at or need to do more so. If we jump into our module, what we are faced with is what we call our best practice landing pages. Okay, and this is the same across the entirety of the system. And this is essentially, over the last 20, 30 years, what our clients have told us they like to see as a general overview of what's going on within each module. So we're looking at certain KPIs, a nice trend analysis bar chart in the right here, and also the latest incidents to be inputted into the system at the bottom here. Now, one of the key things around the ease of use, which Louis mentioned a few times within the PowerPoint that we just shared, ease of use is massively important to us. Okay, one of the things that you will notice as I click through the demonstration today is the ability that you or all of our clients have to drill down into this information. As an example, if I wanted to look at those 24 accidents that have happened within the organization last month, one click into there and I can see those results, and one further click and I can actually be within an individual record and begin to look at what it is that has been inputted. 2 clicks back, okay, and we are back to where we began, okay? What this allows you to do, again, and something that we rather uninventively have called our 2-click rule within the system, it's just the idea that we want people to get to wherever they need to very easily, very quickly. We don't want to overcomplicate things for people that don't need things overcomplicated. It's a very, very similar look and feel throughout, okay? As I say, we really want people to familiarize themselves with the system. If I jump into my risk management or my risk assessment module, as you can see, very similar layout, very similar look and feel. All that changes is the information that we're looking at. So that, in a bit of a nutshell, was a very quick look at some of the best practice data that we give you. That's what you can get your hands on within, very simply, a click of a button. Where you can go a little bit further is actually within the dashboarding tool within our system. And again, the dashboards is a real key area for us. And one of the areas that we really want to focus on, as Louis mentioned, is the analytics and making sure that you as health and safety professionals can get the right information out of a system. You can get the good information in using things like the mobile application that we offer, making sure people are putting the right information in. But if you can't get it out of the system in an easy to view and easy to read way, then there's really not much point in that. So the dashboards is something that we have really focused on. You can build as many of these dashboards as you would like within the system. Okay, they can be per site, per region, group dashboards. You can focus on incident dashboard, an audit dashboard. As you can see, I have a number of different ones here in my boards on the left. Just to show you, this is very much a Blue Peter dashboard that we built a little bit earlier, but what I want to show you is just the different array of data that you can put within these dashboards. So we have your more sophisticated GPS location mapping. So what this actually allows you to do is pinpoint exactly where certain incidents are occurring across the UK, the world, wherever you need to, okay? You can exactly pinpoint where that is happening and you can put it on a map. This allows you to focus on certain hotspots and actually, again, within a couple of clicks, I can drill down into this information very, very easily. Free text fields along with image tiles, as well as simpler bar graphs and line graphs. One of the things that I want to show you today is just the ability that you have to begin to edit these. Okay, so if I wanted to come in, there's a number of ways that we help our customers to begin to build these. We have a catalog of data widgets that are run on a regular basis. You're able to build your own queries within the system. We have an extremely powerful querying tool that essentially allows you to query against anything that you are capturing within the platform on the front end. Once we have the data in, once we have things like our incidents by type, I actually have the power to edit this. Okay, not only can I make it bigger, smaller, drag it and drop it around different spaces, but I can also do things like change what it is that we're grouping this by. Okay, in this case, we're grouping this by period, but if I wanted to group this by something along the lines of day of the week, or even which country these incidents are occurring in, I can do so within a couple of clicks of a button. I can slice and dice this data in a number of different ways that make it more personable to me, either as a business or indeed as an individual. I have a lot of that power to do that very, very quickly and very, very easily. One of the great things around our dashboards, again, is they are extremely powerful, but hopefully what you can also see is they are nice and intuitive as well. Okay, they will allow you to become very familiar with how to begin to do certain things within the system, and they will also allow you, you don't have to be an expert or an Excel wizard to build these, you will get a look and feel for them very, very quickly and very, very easily. Again, I can slice and dice this in a number of different ways. If I wanted to change this to day of the week, then I could do so. If I wanted to add a legend, then I can do so. I can even add things like target lines. We as a business want to target, less than 30 incidents across the group at any one time. Let's put a target line in there and see how we perform against that. A lot of different ways that we can interact with these and make these personable to us. We can also show hot body heat maps. Okay, and again, everything's drillable. Everything is live within the system. It's not a case of you coming in here on a weekly basis to make any changes. This will run automatically for you. So all you have to do is come in here and say, right, I want to look at all of the incidents that occurred that affected the left hand, and I can do so. Luckily, it's only the one today. Again, if I jump back, I'm right back to where we began. So that's a bit of a look into the dashboards. Again, I know that I could probably spend the whole rest of the 15 minutes solely within the dashboards today, but I won't do so. But hopefully that gives you a bit of an idea around some of the power that is within there. The next thing that I'll quickly show you is a feature that we call our My Tasks feature. And it is very much what it says on the tin, if you like. Okay, this is my world within the system as an individual. This shows me what it is that I've been assigned for the day, for the week, for the month. We have the list view, and we also have the slightly more aesthetically pleasing calendar view. Okay, and what this allows us to do is actually come in the system and say, okay, today, luckily I don't have anything to do, which is fantastic because I've got an important webinar that I need to attend to. But tomorrow, if I came into the system, I could jump in and I could see that I have action 1389 to complete. And I can one click onto there, double check I'm in the right reporting point of Edinburgh, and I can open that action straight away and jump there very, very easily. Again, all driven by email notifications and even SMS notifications. This is very much where you can come in every single day and see exactly what it is that you need to do. And importantly, have easy access to any of the tasks, whether that is an incident investigation, an action, an audit, and so on. The next thing that I'll quickly show is a feature within our incident management piece. Okay, so if I very quickly jump into one of the incident records using the one search that we have at the top here, okay, I can put in names, numbers of particular records. Let's go in here. So this is an incident that occurred that was put into the system a long while ago. What I will show you and particularly focus on is our linked records feature within the system. So linked records is what we feel fairly unique to us as a business. Okay, a lot of the prospects and the clients that we use and have really like the feature. It's fairly new to the system and it's getting used in a lot of different ways. But what it allows you to do is begin to link different parts of the system with one another. So in the case that I'm showing today, we have our incident 2269, and we already have automatically linked to this the two actions that we have assigned off the back of this. Okay, and again, we can do this within the workflow. The action tracking lightning bolt emblem within our system allows us to link these, and I can very easily and very quickly begin to view this record to see how that action is proceeding and progressing. But what I can also do is begin to link different areas of the business. So if I wanted to link an audit, a risk assessment, because let's say that this particular incident involved a forklift, and I know that one of our inspectors conducted their daily audit check of that forklift. So I want to manually link that to this record because I know that's going to be useful when it comes to the investigation. So I can do so very, very easily, as I just showed, and very, very quickly. And again, what we often find within systems like ours is sometimes even in between the modules within the system, whether it's incident management, audit management, risk assessments, they can often sit in silo. Okay, so what this allows us to do is really break down those walls and begin to get a holistic overview of everything that's happening off the back of this, and more importantly, gives me very, very easy access to go and begin to view these records and jump around within the system as I need to. So that's the linked records feature. Again, that is within the audit management system, the risk assessment system. You can link anything to a particular record within our platform. The last thing that I will show, and again, I appreciate we're jumping around a touch, but the reporting tool within our system, you can build your reports within the system very, very easily, okay, off the back of your dashboards. And one of the great things that we allow you to do is actually schedule these reports as well. Okay, so I can put in a number of email addresses in the top here. give this a nicer subject and a message, and I can actually schedule this. So it can be on a number of different time bases. It can be an hourly, a daily report, even a weekly report. If we wanted to report a weekly incident report that went out every single Monday morning at 7:30, okay, I could save this, and what our system would do is take a snapshot in real time of that particular report, and it will send it out to everyone I've identified in the top here every single Monday at 7:30 via email in PDF format until I tell it to stop. Okay, so again, automating those processes that maybe are a little bit of a burden to the normal health and safety professional that's using, you know, the likes of more traditional systems, Excel and so on. Perfect. So the last thing that I want to show, or a couple of the last things that I want to show, as Louis mentioned, is really focus on some of the innovation that we have within the tool. So the first piece of innovation that I'll show today is the QR codes that we use within the system. So if I just drag across this very small PowerPoint very, very quickly, just to give you guys, again, a little bit of an interactive way of doing things. But if you are able to and have your phone next to you, please do feel free to scan the QR code that you can see in the bottom right of this health and safety poster that we've built. Okay, I'll give you a couple more seconds to do that, and then we'll jump into what that allows you to do. Now, QR codes is something that we have used within the system to allow people to report simple things like near misses and safety observations. So what you'll get to, if you were able to scan that QR code, is a report that looks very, very similar to this one on your mobile phone. Okay, so what this allows us to do is it knows the site that we are at. Okay, we're in Bavaria, it knows the time, and this was something that I obviously brought up earlier. So what we can begin to do is actually report this. So I can put in my particular name. Do I want some feedback? No, I don't for today. I can also remain anonymous. Originally, that was what this was built for, anonymous reporting. Okay, fringe users who don't necessarily interact with our system are able to scan a QR code and very easily put in something like a near miss or a safety observation. And what you'll see as we go through this is it's a very, very simple form that allows me to begin to say what it is that's happened. Let's use Louis as our guinea pig. Okay, and we can put in things like what could have happened. And we can also add an attachment if that's something that we can have access to. As soon as I submit this, that will then go straight into the system, and that will appear as a near miss within the incident management record. So QR codes is what we really feel is going to be more and more useful for our clients in the future. Not only when it comes to incident management, but we also will be looking to spread that across more and more modules as we go. One of the final things that I will very quickly show is the WhatsApp reporting that we're also able to interact with within the system. So if I bring up my WhatsApp here, what this actually shows and what we've actually built within the system is the ability to begin to interact with WhatsApp to record simple things like incidents. Okay, so I have my chatbot, which is linked to this particular demo tenant within our system. And what I can very easily do is interact with this. So if I say, hi, what our system will do is it will begin to have a conversation with me around, okay, do we want to report an event? Yes, we do. So if I click 1, it will start to have a conversation and actually bring back all the relevant information that it needs to. Louis tripped over some wires at the London site this morning. And then it will take the information that I've given it. Okay, it understands who it is that's been involved. Okay, it wants to say, what type of report do we want to look at? So in this case, this is an accident. It knows the site I'm at because I've said London, and it will begin to generate what action did I take. In this case, I was a little bit lazy. I didn't do anything. Do I have any photos or videos relating to the incident? And if I did, perfect. I can upload them very, very easily and very, very quickly. I can also interact with things like the mobile microphone within our iPhones or our Androids, okay? Instead of having to type this information, I can actually talk to text, which is just a bit of a a bit of a newer way to interact with things, okay? So in this case, no, I do not have any photos or videos, and hopefully that will then record. I will report this anonymously. Perfect. And that has now recorded that incident within the system. And I can now go back into the system and actually see that. Perfect. So that is the demonstration for today. I will jump back into very quickly the PowerPoint to just summarize what it is that we've been through. So back over to you, Louis.
Thank you, Angus. So hopefully Angus showed you a little bit about our platform, some of the capabilities within that, and you could really see how some of the innovation that works and that could work for yourselves and save you a lot of time, and also your employees to get information to the system. So, some key things we want to leave with you are, your ease of use, how easy the platform is to work around and maneuver, the innovation that we're continuously working on, the frictionless reporting, which is actually spelt wrong. I'll take the hit on that one. It was going too well, so that was always going to happen. And always leading the EHS innovation curve. So always being having innovation at the front of mind, and being a leader within that area. And again, a 98% customer retention rate is something that we're really, really proud of, and it shows that we are doing the right things, and we're going to continue doing the right things. More importantly, our existing clients are very, very important to us, and that shows in the retention rate we've got there. So that's the end of our section, our sort of PowerPoint and demonstration. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You could understand what I was saying, and Angus was saying, and you really got a flavour for what we do here at EcoOnline. We do have an up-and-coming webinar coming up, so if you want to look at that, feel free to have a look at that and register for it. And I'll pass over to Joe, who will kind of wrap things up from this session.
Thanks so much, Louis, and thank you, Angus, for a great presentation. Don't forget, guys, if you have got any questions, you can post them in the tab on the right-hand corner in the Q&A tab. We have actually got quite a few questions coming in, so we've got time for Q&A, if that's all right with you guys. So,
absolutely.
Fantastic, thank you so much. So what support do you offer to companies who are implementing your software?
Yeah, so of course. So our implementation team, as you can imagine, have been doing this for a long time now. So when it comes to implementing, we will walk you through step by step exactly how it is that we have sort of in a best practice manner implemented the system in previous organizations, okay, industry specific, and we will very much collaboratively work with you to make sure that we can get this system into your organization in a timely manner, but also in a way that's going to make sense, because the last thing we want to do is overwhelm employees, okay? So whether it's a bit of a drip feed to say, let's begin with this particular module and we can grow from there. There's a lot of different methods that our implementation team have learned over the years. So we'll be more than happy to share that with you to make it as smooth as possible.
That's great. So it's not one size fits all. It's very much a fluid approach.
Exactly that, Joe. Perfect.
Great stuff. Right, okay, so how has the acquirement of AIRSweb affected current and potential new customers?
Yeah, no, I think that in all honesty, not a lot. I think it's only helped us. I think the AIRSweb platform that obviously we sort of built into the system and showed you a lot of today is now beginning to be more and more EcoOnline centric. I think the clients that AIRSweb were able to bring over into the EcoOnline system have really helped shape the platform over the last 20 years. I think that the knowledge and the expertise that all three of those organizations bring is only going to help us more and more. And the other nice thing is, we are backed a lot more financially now, by the likes of Goldman Sachs, which is only going to help us move faster and also further. So only positives. And again, that's coming from someone who's been here and is an employee here at the moment.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for being so candid. So, how does GDPR how GDPR compliant is this software?
Yes, very, very much so. Obviously, of massive importance in the modern day. So things like legally privileged information, along with personal information, through the role-based permissions that the system actually inherent, okay, we can redact information, things like, you know, date of birth and anything like that, that will only be able to be accessed by a certain number of individuals within the organization. Okay, to everyone else, that information will not be accessible. You will not be able to see that. And again, please do feel free to reach out. As you can imagine, we have a number of documents on how we remain GDPR compliant. So we can certainly share that with you, but that's just a few of the ways that we are doing that already.
And just one thing to touch on there, Angus, any photos that you take on the mobile when you're using the app, once they're uploaded, they are automatically, you know, they're not stored on the device at all. So they won't be there again from a GDPR thing, because that is something that we are asked often. So I just wanted to reiterate that and let everyone know.
Yeah, great point.
Much, Angus. Thank you so much, Louis. We have actually got more questions coming in, but we've run out of time. So any questions that anybody has, I know that they can get in touch with you guys. You can book a meeting with EcoOnline from their exhibitor booth, or just get in touch directly. Either way, thank you for your time, and thank you for a great presentation. Otherwise, we are going to be back at 10:45 with another product demo from She Software. We hope to see you there.